morning, good morning. Welcome to the 2025 Lady Cardinal Summer Presentations. On behalf of Secretary Gabe Esparza, who many of you met during your orientation, he was not able to be here with us today, but he definitely sends his greetings and his appreciation for all the work that you all did this summer. I share in that same gratitude because I know that you could have chosen to be anywhere else this summer, and you chose to spend it with us, investing in yourself and giving back to the state of North Carolina. So we thank you. If all the parents and mentors that are in the room, if you can help me in also celebrating these 15 amazing young women. Let's do it again because they seemed uncomfortable receiving praise, so let's do it again louder. Thank you. We appreciate you all. Along those same lines, I also want to acknowledge I didn't introduce myself. I'm Sharnessa Ridley, and I'm the Deputy Director of the Council for Women and Youth Involvement. Two of the folks who are very important in making sure that this event happened, I want them to stand, Jean McBride and Naja McClinton. Also, our intern that joined this summer as well, Deborah Efron. It feels really important for me in the spirit of Team Woman. There are only a few things that will allow you to, for those who've navigated healthcare, there's only a few things that will give you the opportunity to make a change in your healthcare. You have to have a major life event. And I just want to name that these two women went through motherhood this year, so stand up again. While also making sure that everything that we all needed and you all needed for this program to happen still happened. So I just thank you all for what you've done, and for the staff who also stepped up, Council of Women Youth Involvement team that's here. Thank you all for also stepping up to make today happen and the summer be the experience that it was. So today you are going to sit through 5 different presentations from our 15 amazing Lady Cardinals. I want to thank all the parents that trusted us with their kids this summer. We appreciate you for trusting us and giving us the opportunity to give them back what they have always given to us this entire summer. So with that being said, I want to turn it over now to Anaja to lead us through the rest of today's event. So thank you all.
Good morning. I met most of you all during orientation, but I'm Naja McClinton. I am a youth program coordinator for the Council for Women and Youth Involvement. It has been a pleasure to host your young ladies this summer. They've been great. It's been a roller coaster because every day is something new. I understand why I see why teachers need to get paid more now. But we'll start off the program, and I'll let Deborah MC while I pull up their stuff.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Deborah Efron, and I am the intern this year with the Council for Women and Youth Involvement. So our 15 ladies have spent the last 4 weeks creating projects around artificial intelligence, also known as AI, and focusing on how they can use those talents to improve some of our city services. So they will be presenting on various transportation topics, such as moving young people or students and making sure that they're using correct bus routes, as well as making sure that food is able to be delivered during the summer, and so much more. So in this moment, we will have our first group, also known as CAM, K-A-M, come up and start our presentations.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jillian Winkelspecht, and I worked with the Department of Adult Corrections.
Hi, everyone. My name is Catherine Hong, and I had the pleasure of working with the Office of State Budget and Management this summer.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Leighton Weems, and I've been working with the Department of Public Safety. And throughout this internship, we were tasked with creating a system to make buses a more secure experience for both children and parents. So we give you BusEasy. 71% of students request to ride the bus, but only 41% of students actually ride the bus, leaving 29% of students who do not ride the bus. Parents do not feel safe or comfortable letting their young child go on the bus. But not anymore. We have invented a solution that will make riding the bus so much more safer with BusEasy. Without BusEasy, parents do not know where their child is, and they do not know if something has happened. And attendance staff does not know if the child is late or just absent. Students without phones aren't able to text their parents if something has happened or if they arrived to school. But not anymore. With the app, guardians and attendance staff would be notified if something has happened, and they'll be able to see the live location of the bus. On the live location of the bus. Most students would be standing outside in the heat, cold, or rain for hours waiting for the bus. But with BusEasy, students can see the live location of the bus, so they do not have to stand outside anymore. Some younger students who are in elementary do not know where they live, and it's hard for each teacher to tell each student which bus they should go on. With BusEasy, there are color-coded routes, so the students will be able to know which color they are. Another feature with this app, parents have the option to say no to taking the bus, making the bus driver have an easier ride by knowing which house they do not have to stop by and making this trip more efficient. In the body of this presentation, we will walk you through the components of BusEasy. We will discuss the simple yet effective ways to navigate the BusEasy app. Specifically, we will focus on our bus attendance system and why it is vital to make the buses run smoothly. Finally, we will end with our clear resource plan that shows how the system will best save our existing resources while achieving the most optimal results. With that said, the main purpose and goal of BusEasy is to make parents feel assured while their child is riding the bus, and we strive to make the bus systems more cost-effective. Through multiple safety features and online tools, we elevate the school bus system for both parents and students. BusEasy not only benefits families, but it also benefits the school district itself. With the app, buses can run smoother and more efficiently due to our color-coded bus routes and bus attendance system. As parents, naturally you worry about your child. Because of this, we have developed a system to keep parents assured that their child will get to school safely. With BusEasy, parents and guardians are able to receive live updates on their child's status while riding the bus. Alerts will constantly be arriving to your phone before the bus even arrives. And prior to your child boarding the bus, an arrival time and possible bus routes will be provided to the parents. This will give them an inside look into what their child will be going through and experiencing while riding the bus. Parents are also given the option to decline the bus stop and the live updates once it is confirmed with the school that they will be getting to school a different way or not even attending at all. For example, if you're late due to a doctor's appointment. Once your child boards a bus, a live tracking system will be provided to the parents. In the event that your child's safety is at risk, you will be notified. Some examples of this includes icy roads, active shooters, storms, and reckless drivers. Parents will also be notified if the bus route is changed due to a road closure or safety concerns. And with that, when I was younger, riding the bus was always a struggle because they all look identical, and the only thing that made them differ was their complex number combinations. With BusEasy, there will be color-coded dots provided on each of the buses that coordinate and match to the bus route color on the app. This way, parents can easily educate their kids on what bus route to take before they leave the house. Bus attendance is very important. Wake County has an attendance policy where if you have 10 or more tardies, you will face a consequence. Some schools have a policy where if you have 3 tardies, you will face a consequence. These consequences can lead up to detention, in-school suspension, out-of-school suspension, or even being expelled. Even if the tardies were not your fault and the bus was just late, you still have to face the consequence that may go on your permanent record. 26% of suspensions for attendance is from the bus being late. Whether there was an accident, traffic, or construction, you will still have to face the consequence. And colleges will see on your record that you have been suspended. They do not care why you were suspended, they just know that you were suspended. But we have designed a system that helps keep track of students who are riding the bus, meaning if the bus were to arrive late, those students would not have to face any consequence. There will be a tablet near the entry of the bus so students can scan their ID, or if they forget their ID, they can search their name and check in. This is designed to help keep the percentage of suspensions for attendance down. If the buses arrive late because of traffic, construction, an accident, or something else, the attendance staff will be notified and sent a list of students on the bus, and those students will be able to not face any consequences for being late.
So alongside deciding who gets to board the bus and who does not, we also have to decide which resources get to be used and which resources do not. That leads us to our resource strategy, optimizing which resources are usable and which are not. Wake County is currently facing a transportation crisis rooted in a system that is being stretched thin and becoming unsustainable. In 2023, Wake County Public Schools had 577 bus routes, but could only staff 560. Now, 17 routes being uncovered might fundamentally sound minuscule. But for the students who stand at those bus stops, it is the difference between being seen and being left behind. And at the heart of this crisis is a workforce we depend on, but we rarely support. Starting wages in North Carolina for bus drivers are as low as $12.55 per hour, and it can take up to 7 years for those very same bus drivers to reach $15 per hour. It is no wonder that the vacancy rate for this occupation has skyrocketed to 32%. And with it, the pressure on students, on families, and on schools who bear the brunt of it all. I remind you that these are bus driving professions, part-time jobs with limited income and limited hours. Jobs are becoming increasingly impossible to hold in today's society. Now, in an increasingly digitized world, BusEasy's solution is not to throw money at the next AI wrapper startup that comes our way in hopes of a better future. Rather, we hope to optimize what we can with the 4 goals of our resource strategy. So, firstly, by optimizing routes, meaning cutting deadhead miles and freeing time and fuel, we can save resources, be it time, be it fuel, be it personnel, be it funding. And we can reinvest them into historically long overdue priorities. Cleaning the fleet, making it greener, transitioning to greener, more efficient buses, expanding access in historically undercovered areas, or stabilizing staffing, reinvesting wages to make bus driving a viable and a competitive profession. At its core, BusEasy is about building a transportation system that is more efficient, more equitable, and more resilient. We can actually turn to precedent. We can turn to a specific case study in Colorado Springs District 11, which, as its name suggests, is in Colorado. Confronted with challenges strikingly similar to the ones we see in North Carolina, the district implemented a third-party, route-based system called RouteWise AI, which, as its name suggests, also relies on AI. In just 1 year, the district was able to cut the number of its bus routes from 112 to 55, a nearly 50% reduction, all while maintaining full coverage. In fact, here are some numerical outcomes. Service quality improved. On-time performance rose from 85% to 99.7%. Operational savings surpassed $500,000 annually. And the yearly cost of this AI software was just $50,000, a minimal investment to the scale of its return. Applying a similar optimization model to Wake County yields significant promise. A conservative 30% reduction in bus routes, bringing our total of 577 down to 404, has both long-term and immediate promises. with an estimated implementation cost of, as you can see there, $367,000, the district stands to save potentially millions of dollars annually in vehicle maintenance, in fuel consumption, and in staffing needs. In this way, BusEasy becomes not just a cost-saving tool, but a vehicle, quite literally and figuratively, for equity and sustainability. And while our specific platform, BusEasy, may differ from our case study, the lesson we learned fundamentally remains the same. Smarter routing unlocks system-wide value. Through strategic resource use, Wake County can turn a reactive crisis into a proactive solution, one that puts families, students, and equity at the center of it all with BusEasy.
Thank you.